EA Sports. It's in the game.
In the world of professional golf, there exists an elite club. A club filled with legends, household names, and rising stars. A club where membership is earned yearly with time, sweat, and dedication. This week, 50 players will gain entry into this exclusive fellowship. The top 25 from the regular season have already secured their spots, and another 25 spots are up for grabs here this week. Some dreams will be realized. Others will have to wait another day. Who will be next to join the likes of Jason Duffner, Grant Snedeker, and Keegan Bradley as the next great Web.com Tour graduate? EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. Pressure-packed environment. 50 PGA Tour cards are up for grabs. Frank, this is a great day for golf, and the conditions here at Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, look to be really good.
Rich, scoring conditions are absolutely optimal today. Expect to see a lot of low numbers.
Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. Early in the round, and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Played that one on the commercial side, as they say in the professional game, inside 30 feet.
Yeah, 27 feet to be precise, but to make it from there, that's asking for a bit.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. So a tester from 4 feet. Still even par for the day. Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, if you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
Playing it point to point, fairway off the tee, fairway on the second shot, and now a really good angle to attack. Second from an excellent lie.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable. Even par, currently.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
This to avoid a huge number. This is bogey. Just a shade over par, +1. Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 into 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Now our featured golfer setting up for another approach. Really needs to get something going here, Frank.
And that green right now must look like the size of a thimble.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. And getting ready for the putt. Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pot bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. It is for birdie. Frank going for 2 in a row now. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Did the job right there. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9. Rich, not only is that a good drive, that is a perfect lie. Look at the way in which that ball is sitting up.
That's the kind of lie that puts you in a really good mood. Good lie in the fairway, a good chance to make something happen here. Frank, the players out here today really have the opportunity of a lifetime chance to earn a PGA Tour card at the end of this tournament.
And that life-changing opportunity is certainly going to be on the line. All of these great golfers have put in the time to get where they are right now, and they're just one step away. That's right, one step away, maybe this week, of earning a tour card.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Frank, as we watch this Web.com Tour finale, what names jump out at you?
Carlos Ortiz, Justin Thomas, I mean, they're just two that really, that I've actually watched on the range and been very impressed, not just with the way in which they've hit balls, but the way in which they've taken it to the golf course. Really, when you look down the whole range, though, too, all these guys can play. They're all capable of making it to the PGA Tour, but I just think Justin, with his amateur background, and Carlos Ortiz looks like he has a competitive edge.
Justin Thomas is only about 145 pounds, but he launches it 320, 30 yards with tremendous ball and swing speed. On the other side of the coin is Tony Finau. You and I have been in Tony's company. He's built like an NFL tight end.
Yeah, he and his brother actually were more known for long driving. But yeah, Tony's throttled back a little bit on the power, and he's developed what you would call a very complete golf game now. It's not just about the power hitting.
When Tony throttles back, he can feather it out there with a 3-wood about 307. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Well, the best in the game don't do it any better. McIlroy, Fowler, Duffner, they'd be impressed by that bunker shot. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. Putt drops, now at 1 over par. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.